All right, what is going on, team? Today I am going to walk you through an at-home run lift. This can be done at the gym, this can be done at home, whatever you want. This is the exact style of lifting that I do to build run-specific strength. This is for Ironman, this is for triathlon, this is for ultras. And I have found this style of lifting to be very effective as a new dad. Believe me, I'm down to go to the gym and crank out, a 60-minute session, make it a 90-minute round trip, get in the sauna, make it a 2-hour thing. But I have found that that's just not an effective use of my time as a new dad, as a husband, as a business owner. So what I do often is I adjust, and I just got these 45-pound adjustable dumbbells here at home. Got a little banded strap here. And I have been able to get effective lifts in about 25 minutes. So I'm gonna walk you through exactly what I do here so that I can still be progressing each week, because that is the key to strength training. Whether you're trying to be a better runner, whether you're trying to be a better triathlete, whether you're trying to be a power lifter or a strongman, you gotta be overloading the muscle each week. I see way too many guys just winging it in the gym, just randomly doing 3 sets of 10. They're not even tracking the weight. Like, that is the easiest way to waste your time and maybe get a sweat in, but not actually get stronger and not actually build. So this is a great way to cut through that and get it done in like 25 minutes. So here is the workout. This is an exact workout from my program. This is what I'm gonna do today. I always start with a warm-up set, downward dog kicks. This is like a mobility kind of a movement. Usually I suck at these things and I don't like to do them, but they really help loosen up, especially my backside. So I keep them in there. Then we're gonna do a superset, a single movement, and then finish with a superset. So we got 5 main exercises here. The first superset, we got isometric RDLs. We're gonna do 4 by 15 reps, but I'm gonna show you how I adjust this since I'm staying at home. Then we're gonna superset that with overhead press, single arm overhead press. Then we got, beyond the superset there, we got goblet step-ups. These are great for runners. And then we're gonna finish with a superset that uses the band here. We're gonna do banded lateral bear crawl and big toe banded plantar flexion. This is specific run strength. If you wanna get stronger as a runner and stay healthy, this stuff is going to do it. So let me just get right into it here. So the downward dog kicks, I'm gonna go through just like a quick example of each movement, and then I'm going to also show you how I change up the rep progression, because this workout was supposed to be done at the gym, but I don't have the max weight that I need to overload the muscle, so I'm going to change up a couple of things here real quick. So downward dog kicks 2 by 8. I suck at these things, but I keep them in the plan. So downward dog, we're starting in this kind of yoga position, right? And these are just bringing leg up. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right, so I would do 8 per side for each of those. That's 2 by 8. So I do 2 sets of 8 per side. That's the warm up, that's the mobility. That gets the body a little loose and ready to go. Now, isometric RDLs. Isometric movements I have found are so effective for building the hamstrings and for really developing run strength. So isometric, we're basically just holding the weight. So 4 by 15 is supposed to be the prescribed lift here. But I know that my max out here with these 45-pound dumbbells, 15 seconds isn't gonna be enough. So I'm gonna double it to 30 seconds. So 4 rounds, 30 seconds. Work on keeping a flat back. Could probably be a little bit flatter. And I'm just letting the hamstring do all the work here. Letting it sink a little bit, getting a little bit of a stretch. And we got 4 rounds of that, 30 seconds each. So that's one of the main adjustments, right? Like, I've been tracking my lifts each week. Last week I was at the gym. I did 60-pound dumbbells in each hand, 120 pounds total for 20 seconds. And this week it's supposed to be more weight, but less time, right? 15 seconds, but I don't have the more weight. So instead, I'm adding 10 more seconds. Easy swap, more stimulus, different stimulus, boom, getting stronger. Next, overhead press, 4x4. These are super easy. 45 pounds happens to be about my good weight for these. So I just go single arm, 1, 2, 3, 4. I could probably push the weight a little bit there, but I'm not trying to overly tax the upper body. You know, most of my focus for this is lower body. All right, next, right? And I would have gone through 4 rounds of that, right? 4 by 30 seconds on the isometric RDLs, 4 by 4 on the overhead press. Next is goblet step-ups. These are good for runners, really good. So for me, 40 pounds, is plenty. And for these, you grab a chair. You want to be at about 90 degrees. I'm going to hold this, center of my chest. 1. Very controlled on the way down. 2. 3. 4. 5. Boom. So I'd be getting 3 rounds, 5 reps each leg. A lot of this run specific strength, if you can hold at the top of the movement or the bottom, depending on that, like at the top of that, squeezing the glute a bit, and then also like intentional to be slow and controlled on the way down, like that's how you make this thing effective. And that is how you build up all of those smaller muscle groups that are the first to break down in an endurance event. All right, banded lateral bear crawl. So I always have these finishers, and they often include these bands. And this is where I get into like core work and just smaller muscle group work. So I'm going to set this up here. And I would actually typically do this out in the yard, but for video purpose, I'm just gonna do it 1 by 1, side to side here. So banded lateral bear crawl. I'm gonna step into this thing, get it just over the knees. And the idea here is that I'm gonna be on all 4s, and I am just going to be stepping side to side. This is gonna work the core a little bit. This is gonna work the hips, gonna work the glutes, but it's also kind of gonna work everything. Like my upper body's gonna be balancing myself, my core is gonna be engaged, my obliques, right? My quads are gonna be working a little bit to keep the band out. So this kind of stuff is like, this is the secret if people want to get stronger as runners, is like this mini band work. Like you don't need a freaking barbell and freaking racks of 45s if you want to get stronger. Like this stuff can test you. Get the chair out of here. And we are going to just go like this, right? Let's see how I want to position. It feels a little better with the opposite arm and the opposite foot. Okay, boom. So we got 3 by 15, sort of just do 15 each way. And now we got some big toe banded plantar flexion. Almost all the run problems that I see guys run into, they start in the feet. And they start with the plantar, right? They got heel pain because the whole plantar fascia under the foot is fucking bound up and tight. And so this is a really unique exercise here to strengthen the plantar. And again, man, all you need is this band. So just gonna sit on the ground here. And I'm gonna wrap this band just around my toe. And these are super simple. We're doing 3 by 20. Feeling a little bit of calf action. Getting a good flex with the plantar. Boom. So there you go. That is an example of the run lifts that I do. Now, sometimes I include a little bit more upper body. I mean, we had a shoulder press in this one, so there's something. Sometimes it's chest focused, sometimes it's back focused, but primarily we're strengthening the muscles that are pushing watts on the bike or that are cranking out miles on the run. Again, as a new dad, this is very effective for me because I'm in and out of here in 25 minutes. And I'm not taxing my CNS. I don't need 2 days of recovery. I'm not waking up and not being able to sit on the toilet. But these are hard exercises when they're done correctly. And when you focus on pauses, when you focus on the isometric part, the eccentric part of the movement. And I have found this stuff to really, really help on my run. So if you're more interested in more content like this, shoot me a note and I'll drop some more workouts. Again, very simple here. Thank you for checking it out.